Hello students, just before the ICSE physics examination, I thought of giving some important concepts related to class 10th ICSE physics syllabus. The first topic in this series is torque and couple. Now many students get confused whether what is actually torque and what is actually couple. Torque we know is a turning effect produced on a body, whereas couple is when two torques acts whose line of action are different. Means if we have a beam like this and here we have two forces acting, then you can see here the line of action is different. So since the line of action is different, it constitutes a couple. So two torques whose line of action are different constitute a couple. Now torque. What is torque? Torque is actually the turning effect produced on a body. Now if I ask you a question, can torque produce rotational motion? Some of the students may tell that no, torque cannot produce rotational motion. Couple can produce rotational motion because two torques are acting whose line of action is different. So of course it is going to produce a rotation. But can a single torque acting on a body produce couple? The answer is yes. A single torque even can produce rotational motion. For sake, let us take an example. Here I have considered a safety pin. So through the safety pin, I have put up a compass which is fixed on a table, and I try to apply a force here like this. Okay, so at this particular end, I am applying a force F. So when I apply a force, this is a different type of force. It is called an impulsive force. Impulsive force. Now, impulsive force means impulse is nothing but force into time. So when a large force acts for a very small point of time, then it is called an impulsive force. So here I am giving an impulsive force, but since this impulsive force is acting at some distance r from the axis of rotation, it is able to rotate. So even a single force, which is nothing but a torque, can produce rotational motion. So in this case, although an impulsive force acts, but this impulsive force multiplied by the distance, or here perpendicular distance, will give us a torque. So it is not only about force, torque, force into perpendicular distance, but what type of force? It can be also an impulsive force. So in this case, a single torque can produce rotational motion. So that is basically a difference between torque and couple. So torque is a turning effect, but definitely it can produce rotation, and of course couple can also produce rotation. And couple is nothing but when two torques acting together whose line of action is different constitute a couple. So this is a very simple concept. I hope you have understood well. Now see the next video on ICSE physics. Thank you.